Hello, I'm Kenneth Shanley, and today we're going to be talking about our growing concerns for a cleaner tomorrow, and is my choice to continue buying a Ford the right choice? I remember as a kid the excitement I felt whenever I got a chance to sit in one of my dad's many trucks. They were all Fords, Ecolines and Expeditions. As a young boy, having a chance to slip behind the wheel and pretend to drive one of my dad's Ford trucks was enough to inspire me to work hard in school. My dad told me, get good grades, and one day I'll make sure you have a Ford too. Growing up, I was always a big guy. When I was born, I just weighed under 15 pounds. When I graduated elementary school, I was already 6 feet tall. When I took my road test, I was 6 foot 7 inches tall. The only car I felt comfortable driving was made by the company I have always loved, Ford. Ford makes their trucks for big guys like me. Standard bucket seats fit my body comfortably, and all these characteristics that are very much appreciated by big guys like myself. Besides cars and my love for football, I also to this day enjoy the great outdoors. At any given time that I have a spare minute, you can find me with a fishing pole in the back of my Ford, driving around looking for a lake to fish in. Nature is at the top of my list of things that matter to me most in this world. This is part of me, and I intend to keep it healthy for the next generation as well. As years went by, I found myself at Pace University asking questions about Ford. There were many topics that came up in my classes about our world going forward. Preservation. Does Ford understand that we have to take care of our world? We need to preserve it for our children. Sustainability. Are their designs green enough? What is the environmental impact that will come to fuel technology? Another concern of mine is how will Ford deal with the amount of people and the growing demand for cars in our world? Is there a plan? I'm really happy and proud that the company that I grew up loving and wanted to be a part of, in fact, does have a plan. Ford Motor Company's plan to include sound decisions going forward to protect our world and the real demand for our future transportation needs. As a proactive advocate for a cleaner world, Ford strives for better fuel efficiency, boosting fewer greenhouse gas emissions. Ford was the first in using a settled path to a cleaner world by using the catalytic converters on most of their cars to regulate the amount of harmful gases put into the environment. Ford also has EcoBoost cars, electric cars, that help the environment. Although EcoBoost cars may be less powerful than regular cars, they have much more miles to the gallon and give off much less emissions. The electric car is similar. More miles to the gallon, but less power. I keep hearing about the global problem of gridlock that we will be facing in the next 50 years. Ford has already sent into motion a plan for this. For this plan, they look back in history when the world needed faster methods of getting to places. They did not build faster cars, they built better roads, better highways. The goal was to get people and goods to their destination in the fastest and safest way possible. Ford has been researching new methods that will use driverless electric cars on new underground road systems that will bring up the quality of life and the shipping of goods. Their new Ford vehicles will be on a smart vehicle network. Through this network, your car will make an appointment to park. This way, your spot will be waiting for you. In turn, you will be using less gas and giving off less emission. You will be redirected immediately when there is traffic, and the way you do not become part of the problem of excessive greenhouse gases. I have been told that I come from a long line of Ford family members. My maternal great-grandfather only bought Ford and owned a considerably large amount of Ford stock. I have heard the stories of how proud he was of the company. Ford is one of the oldest motor companies in the world. Founder Henry Ford is responsible for creating the mass market of automobiles. To date, Ford ranks 5th most valuable motor vehicle brand in the world. Ford Motor Companies was founded by a man that could think outside the box on June 16th, 1903. Henry Ford explained that being ready and prepared is the secret to success. The company has grown to become a big competitor with the world market. Ford, one of the oldest companies with current revenues calculated to be over $140 billion to date, the company holds supreme dominance in the world market. Nothing compares to driving a Ford. It may not be the most luxurious car on the market, but Ford has another brand called Lincoln, which focuses on the more luxurious part of driving. A Ford is such a great car to drive because most of all, it's an American car. That may not mean a lot to others, but for me, it means a whole lot. Parts for my car are easy to come by. Fords are built simple, so they're easy to fix. Fords are also environmental friendly. Ford is also an environmentally friendly company. They use Global Emission Manager system. This system monitors continuously environmental data. Ford's efforts to reduce water consumption, reduce carbon monoxide, and reduce the amount of waste products sent to the landfills has made me very happy with not only my choice in trucks, but going back over 100 years, Ford has been my family's choice of trucks. I consider myself an enthusiast on this topic. I was very motivated to find out as much as I could about this company, and that how it has been near and dear to my friends and my family over these past generations. Thank you for your time, and hope you enjoyed my presentation.